The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
The 1130 Podcast and 1130 Entertainment presents Beyond 1130.
Alrighty. What's goody? What's happening? Y'all already know what it is, man. It's Thursday. We back at it. Welcome back, everyone, to Beyond 1130. Appreciate everyone tuning in. We are live, man. Live here on YouTube, Instagram Live, Facebook Live. You already know, man. So before we get into the good stuff here on episode 4 of Beyond 1130, make sure you hit the like button down below. Definitely hit the subscribe button, follow and share, and definitely make sure you hit the notification bell so you will be notified, man. All right, man, for real, the crew is back together. Myself, Dre on Wheels. Of course, last week we had Charnel on, and we didn't have Brian B and we didn't have Harley. Shout out to Big Fred, though. Definitely shout out to Big Fred for coming through on episode 3. This is episode 4. The gang is back, the crew is back. Like I said, myself, along with Charnel, Harley, and my guy Brian B. Charnel, we're gonna break on Charnel first. Charnel, what's going on?
Nothing. The same old stuff, different days, you know what I'm saying? Making it the best that we can make it in this no bullshit kind of world. Mm-hmm.
Hey, gotta make the best of it. Definitely. Shout out to Big Fred, though. Big Fred was real cool on last week's episode. So shout out to Big Fred, and thank you also, Charnel. Yeah. That was real cool as well, you guys. To bring on Harley. What's going on? She back on this week's episode. We missed you too.
I be feeling so out of whack on my Thursdays without y'all. Your girl was down bad last week. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was not feeling good, but I'm feeling good now.
I'm glad you took a break, though. You gotta take a break when you're not feeling well. Let your body recoup. You know what I'm saying?
I am learning that rest is a need, not a reward.
Thank you, not a want.
For killing myself.
And you're right.
Hey, you got it.
Absolutely
You got it. Look, you gotta take time to rejuvenate. As well. We ain't had my guy Brian B on last week, but we got him this week. My guy B, what's going on?
What up, y'all? We back at it, full swing, in effect. I'm proud of myself. I've done all 3 shows this week.
Oh, word.
Hey, that's what's up.
Mm-hmm. And it's crazy. It's crazy that I had all these goals and plans of not coming back. I wasn't going to come back for another 3 months. And then it's just I don't even know what the hell started it, bro. I was just like, listen, I got to get back to work. Time to get back to work. I forgot my wife said something, and she said something, and it stuck. And I started saying it over and over again. I was like, time to get back to work. Let's get back to work. And then bam, started working again. So back at it.
Does it feel good to be back?
Hell yeah. It always feels great it's that weird ass feeling, yo. I don't know. Am I echoing? I don't know if I'm echoing.
No, you sound perfect.
Studio is a lot more empty in here. But you know that feeling, especially when you work out. Like if you work out, you know that feeling when you don't work out and you're like, fuck it, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
You go a week, maybe you go a month. And then it's like you dread working out. But then when you work out, you're like,
yes.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I literally just experienced that. Literally.
That's the feeling. Mm-hmm.
I feel it.
Yeah. But it feels great to be back. What about y'all? How y'all do? I know y'all had the show last week. I didn't catch what you guys were talking about. I caught the clip that Dre did, and I caught the some of the topics that y'all was talking about last night. How'd it go down?
It was pretty cool.
Real good. Yeah.
It was pretty cool. We was just basically talking about first dates, and
a little bit about parenting and stuff.
Yeah, a little bit about parenting, coddling your child and everything. Basically, sort of give get Harley and you Brian, opinion on that. Basically, just when you're obviously in a relationship, with somebody, and you get couples who been in relationships maybe 20 years or plus or whatever the case may be, but y'all got kids and everything like that, and but the attention, obviously, the kids are they're important, but all the attention goes to the kids, and now it's like, all right, now they grown, now they about the house and everything like that, and now y'all looking like, now what? Yeah. Now y'all looking like, now what? Y'all really had too much in common because y'all ain't really continue to date and pour into each other. While y'all was together.
What's crazy though? It's weird because, like you said, I think there's some relationships, and this is where it gets weird. Like, some relationships do end up like that for sure. Mm-hmm. But then it makes me seem like if you are in a relationship and it does end up like that, and you get to a point where you don't know what to do with each other, what the fuck are you in a relationship for?
Exactly.
It seems
exactly
like
the point.
The kids didn't make it that way. Like, if you needed kids to keep you together, then you wasn't doing shit to begin with. Y'all was just just borrowing time. Right. But it's like, me and my wife talk about it now because this has been the first time in both of our lives where we got two teenagers. Like, my kids is 15 this year, so I got 3 more years before we started talking college. And then of course, we just restarted, so we got a whole nother set. But the house is going to be emptier, and it's going to be less people in the house. It's going to be less attention. I mean, there's going to be more shit going on. But so we've already started talking about like things that we want to do, things that we're interested in. Like, I've been talking about for a while. I want a fucking a mini home that I can travel in. I want one of them RVs. That
I was just about to say that. Yeah,
I've been wanting to do that shit, yo. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about it on the entertainment show too.
Driving, that'll be fire.
Yeah, I want that bad. But yeah, we was just talking about that shit, yo. Like, it's weird, man. Like you were saying, Dre, like with the first dates, that was something that caught my eye because when you're in a relationship for a long time, you don't think about the dating portion. Because people they assume like, hey, you already got somebody, you ain't dating no more. You are dating.
You're absolutely dating.
You have to make time to date too, and dating doesn't have to be, it's way less stressful. Like me and my wife just had a nice fucking date. She was like, "No, let's go to Olive Garden. Olive Garden's our spot. We'll just run up in Olive Garden on a random Tuesday." But it's just like, I was like, "Fuck it, babe, let's go." I bought some grills from Walmart. 2 little grills, just square grills. Yeah. I threw some charcoal in them bitches, bro. I barbecued up some steaks. Yeah. We had some steaks, some potato pancakes, and some Caesar salad, yo. And we was watching fucking Breaking Bad, and we was chilling, bro.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I think that's what I love about having a long-term relationship is that dating becomes just spending time with your favorite person. Yeah. Like Chicago is such a beautiful city. We'll drive down Lakeshore Drive and go get some food and sit in the car, and we have a car date quick, because we got
I love that
15 and 11. So when and both of my stepsons now live with me, so I have 2 children, right? So I have 16 and 11, and so we can't always have our time in the house. Exactly. Boy, we get in that Jeep Grand Cherokee, we let them seats back, and we have us a good time.
Thank you. And it's not as complicated as people think it is, and people are usually like, oh well, we ain't got time or we ain't got this. No, you have to make the time. You have to create the time. And you have to be creative about how you do it, right? Yeah, because dating really single is one thing because you're trying to impress this person and, and all that kind of
Feel
stuff.
Them out. It's
all
a
that kind of stuff.
task.
It's a whole different game when you know your person.
If you guys budget your balance your budget with your partner, like y'all do that as a team sport, go out to eat when you do it. That's what we do.
I like that.
That's fine, actually.
We set up when we were setting up chores and all of that for the house. We go to like Longhorn or something, and we sit there and we write like it's like a business lunch. Right. And so we writing it down, whatever, but we still eating. I'm having a margarita. I'm always be drinking, child, and he is in. So, and we get a little bit of time away from the boys, and then we come home. The budget is balanced. We both feel good. We done had a little moment to flirt. We got our life right. Didn't nobody kids come in here knocking on the door to interrupt us. We got it done. So if you guys do that, I would suggest that for sure.
I'll tell you right now, like that's one of the things that here's something that I didn't realize I was getting back into when we just had another baby. We got to the stage with the kids that we had where, okay, we got 2 14-year-olds and a 6-year-old running around. So when we want to go out, we can leave them home. It's finally like everybody's well enough age where we can go out and leave them home.
I'm telling that's a beautiful age.
No,
you forget about it. Now we got the baby.
Baby, they gonna call you. They gonna call you.
Right.
They gonna freak out.
we never know. We got to take the baby back with us, and we were like, damn, we didn't realize we were just free. We were going on dates with just me and her. Now we got to take Jackson with us, so it's like, damn, we ain't even know what we had.
Little baby Jack, he is adorable, y'all. I'm in love with Brian's baby. Let me just say,
y'all might see his ass in a little while. I don't know if
baby
he can act in over there.
Everything.
Wow.
And Jack are everything.
Yeah.
Yo, y'all see the my bad, Dre.
No,
yo, because I've had a fucking day, yo. But we had I know I told y'all about my stove adventure. Where we went through 3 stoves, bro, with the company Frigidaire. Yeah. Don't dare buy a fucking stove, fridge, none of that from them. Because
that's crazy because they was one of the first people out with one.
Yeah, I was like,
my grandmother used to call the refrigerator by that name. Go look in the Frigidaire.
That's how old that company is.
We've been through 3 stoves, none of them work. We finally got the one we got now. My wife she's been on this baking thing, bro. She's been making bread every day. She's making bread. So she put some rolls into the oven to cook for tomorrow. And she went downstairs, it was like 12 o'clock, yo, and tell me how the stove was doing the same shit the other 3 stoves. We've had a stove for like 2 months now. And she came back upstairs with that shit. She was like, damn, I wanted a roll, but I didn't get it. But the oven wasn't on. And I thought she was like, oh, she just like spaced and forgot to turn the oven on. She was like, nah, the oven's doing the shit it did before. I was like, you got to be fucking kidding. It started last night.
So I got 3 different stoves doing the same exact thing?
The same stove, too.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No, it's something, bro, listen, man, like I told y'all, yo. It's something with
that's wild.
This technology shit.
Right.
Where these people are making all this bullshit with all these sensors and this and that and motherboards and it ain't even a fucking stove, yo. Right. It's got to go through this process. It's a computer.
It's one of them high-tech stove?
It's some shit like that or whatever. I mean, it's still got a burner, but it's just like it's not no pilot light. It's all electronic.
I'm at like open flame in a minute. I don't like none of that. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
That's why
bring back the old fashioned like click 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 click.
Yeah,
I'm ready for it. Fuck this new shit because I'm telling you,
open flame. I don't like that shit.
Yeah, I'm tired of it, bro. Like I never experienced it.
I think they got
like none of that shit.
I'm assuming they got rid of and moved to more electric stoves because of people, people who don't know how to cook or whatever.
Stoves have a motherboard. It's the fact that they're computerizing everything.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened with cars, right? Everybody's like, okay, fancy car, but now you can have a sensor off and your whole car don't work.
Whole car fucked up.
And
they don't know how to fix it.
Stop your car. I'm not ever getting no fucking electric car. Somebody can stop your car. You could be on your way somewhere.
Every car you have is an electric car. I'm not talking about just like plug-in car. I'm talking about every car that you have. Yeah, they have a switch. It has every car past like fucking 2000.
Right.
Has a active switch. It was a CIA report. They have a thing. They can pretty much shut off every fucking car that you own.
Stop the cars. Give me emotion.
Yeah. Shit is crazy, yo.
Yeah.
Don't forget about your comment section.
Oh yeah. I did last the other show. What's going on? No, but about the whole relationship jump, man. Yeah, that's what we was definitely talking about. Just continue to pull into each other and basically the first dates jump. Because I heard about a scenario was the guy took a girl on a date. And he was, trying to impress her. I'm assuming he was, he took her, he asked her out to go on the date or whatever. And came time to check out and pay. And he used a Groupon. and I still didn't even do all the research on it. I still didn't do all the research on the Groupon though, but I think I got an idea of it though. But she sort of basically I'm sort of cut them off, or was like, hold up, wait a minute, you're using a Groupon. And we were chatting like, hold up, wait a minute, like maybe this guy really didn't like you all like that to pull out his money to pay for it, or maybe he just a guy who was just like, look here, I'm smart, I'm managing my money, maybe I'm gonna use a Groupon, stuff like that. Like I think it was, to me, I was looking at it like, look, he paid for it, he actually go out on a date, and yeah. You don't even know if the guy like you all like that. So like, why would I be spending $60, $70, $80 maybe at a food restaurant? Like if I really like you, yeah, right. That's the case though. But if I got a Groupon or something that help me pay towards this, food, why not? So I mean that was another thing about the whole first date shit too.
Yeah, cause shit like that turned me on. I guess I'm a weirdo. Boy, you
me and you both.
If you use the coupon, that means you got some money in the bank and you trying to protect that money. That means when I make some more money for you, you gonna protect that money. Boy, we finna.
That means you manage your bills well, you take care of your business, like you watching what you spending. I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially if I'm in this for a possible long-term situation.
If I'm dating for seriousness.
Thank you.
I'm not even out here calling a date, and I'm not even putting no stake in the situation. So if I'm dating because I'm considering you as a suitor for my life. So I look at the decisions that you make.
Come on.
You pulled up with a coupon, my nigga. That means you got some money that you're trying to protect.
Thank you.
I like that. That shit would have, I don't know, that would have got him a little neck. I ain't gonna
even We were talking about this.
Oh, really? You using a Groupon? Oh my God.
I know we talked about this a couple of different times about like, especially when we were looking at all them videos where them people was coming out and, the guy would, get the meal and then the girl would order shit for her kids and her grandma and shit and everything else in the family.
Oh yeah, the whole family though, and expect yeah.
We were having these conversations, but here's the thing. First of all, if it was real, you always gotta disclose that.
Of course.
If it was real, then obviously dude dodged a major bullet. Like
that's what I said.
Yeah, if your value is to a degree of like, hey, you're taking me out, you should be spending $300-$400. You're fucking insane. No matter what, especially if it's a first, second, third date, if it's still a newly getting to know couple, like they're introducing each other to each other. And my man pulled out a Groupon. That is the most heinous shit that I can see somebody getting affected by. Like,
right?
It doesn't even make sense. Like, wait a minute, you're trying to save some money? What the fuck is wrong?
My lord, why would you do that?
Just run for the hills, bro. Fuck how she looks.
At that, come on now.
I'm telling you, yeah,
that means run for the hills. If you can recognize that that's not a good thing, that means that you yourself are not paying your own bills.
Thank you.
Any grown-ass person that is taking care of their own bills understands the value of
that 100%.
You know what really sucks though? This was the whole conversation we were having the other week when we were talking about like how people worship money and the value that people find with money, because this is the kind of shit, and you see it more with younger people, of course, because of whether it be media influence, whether it be whatever, whether it be lack of knowledge, whether it be just immaturity, whatever. Like the standard is always how much do you have, how much do you want me, how much it's never measured by like truth or genuineness. It's always just fake bullshit,
right?
So it's like if somebody is that shallow to be watching everything, that bitch was watching his sneakers, his shoelaces,
thank you,
fucking drawers, like, everything. So he didn't stand a chance to begin with, because even if that shit was all Gucci, velour, Louis Vuitton,
that's all she would have saw.
In the Benz, he fucked anyway. So it's like, let that bitch be alone with her cats, bro. Like it ain't never gonna matter. You gonna chase that dollar till you fucking 30 and you start looking weathered and falling apart. Or your man got you when he fucking your mom behind your back or
Now, I want to ask a question. What basically too much or too far? You know, I know we talked about like he on the park or he on Beyond 1130 before. Like, you know, we want to be able to, you know, live life, you know, a sustainable life. So we ain't, you know, want to take vacations, do whatever. So we ain't gotta, you know, worry about certain shit. You know, money would be, you know, you got a lot of money or you come in cross or whatever like that. It'll help you out, you know. But then on the flip side, when you are, let's say, broke or what's the word, greedy maybe, or just would do anything basically for money, you know, basically what's too far, you know, because a lot of, you know, in this scenario, you know, real figure or whatever, the shorty, you know, it seemed as though she was more so looking for a money gig basically, you know, like, okay, let's see how much money he got, you know, if he did show up like Brian said, you know, and all this fancy stuff like that, then obviously she was definitely even to get mad at someone pulling out even their EBT card or whatever the case may be. Yeah, I know a first date's the first date. You might have
EBT card. Yeah, you might.
Is that the line we just called?
Look, it's full like.
Answer, Dre, because an EBT card is not a Groupon. I just
said
yeah.
Groupon. You take me to Walmart and buy some produce and shit.
There's a line.
I might lead a date too.
You absolutely will not have me in the corner store getting no motherfucking
buying 25-cent chips, little Debbie cakes and shit.
Oh, so all right, so basically, y'all, you know, take y'all on a date or whatever, you know, and we go to this little bar and everything like that, and accept, you know, food stamps. You know, we ain't going.
Hell no.
No bar that accept food stamps because that's
the bar that food stamps in a whole different realm.
That beer is old. Any bar that accept food stamps, let me let you know, whatever the fuck you finna drink is disgusting.
No, you know, not like a bar where you know go and you know get liquor or whatever. More so like you ever been, you know, in the grocery stores or whatever like that, in a little food bar. Yeah. But I guess that doesn't make it better, does it?
If there's a place that accepts food stamps and you can take somebody there,
right,
and then you take somebody there, is it going to be acceptable? And the answer is fuck no. If you're goofy ass taking people out with food stamps,
and I'm gonna tell you, home. It is acceptable. He's fine as fuck. If he fine as fuck and or got a big ass dick, I promise you.
That's what I was gonna say. See, now that's that broke dick shit right there.
Broke dick,
because you know. Broke dick do what he need to do.
Broke dick is something different. Let me tell you something. Nigga that nothing but dick to give ain't got nothing.
That's all he got. Like he working hard at it. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga that ain't
you gotta know what you gotta know what you're getting into.
Never got.
Right. Stay home, gotta know with the thermostat.
You gotta know what you're getting into.
Drinking up the kids' juice in the refrigerator.
Eating all the crackers.
Yep, eating the crackers, eating one of something and not replacing the other and shit.
calling you and talking about, babe, can I borrow the car? You know,
while she at work, right? When you get home, you just don't turn the car off. Just let me come out and get it real quick.
Did you put gas in it before you brought it in here, nigga? Like, come on, man.
And didn't.
And didn't.
And look,
the dick must be extremely good. And, hey, ladies, let me ask y'all a question. Have y'all ever been in a situation where dick has been that good, where you would just allow somebody to completely just be a fucking 7-year-old when they're not like smashing and shit like that?
Let me tell you something. If you have amazing dick, we can fuck forever, but you can't have anything.
But you can't like sit up.
You can't have anything that's in my pocket because I don't want to be in love that bad. I will fuck you and walk in the house.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It would be real.
Isn't it like a toy? Okay. I would imagine it's like a toy.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Like broke dick is like you know, broke dick is good dick, but it's dick that's just that. Like you know, this is the contract. This is what you're here for. But that's it.
Right. I took you in my car on the side of the road, and I'm gonna drop you back off at the bitch house where you stay.
Sorry, where you came from?
I'm saying. Yo, people say, let's say this. Hold on. Let's say this shit real quick because this is a good conversation. I haven't heard a lot about, but people do have that, right? People got good dick, got good pussy, whatever. They always say that shit, right? Mm-hmm. I'll be real with you. I don't fucking know what good pussy is. I don't know if I'm just whatever. Mm-hmm. And listen, I've had sex with a decent amount of women. I've felt different vaginas. I've felt different things. I felt it wet. I felt it tight. I felt it this. I felt it that. I felt it. Damn, like I put my whole fucking arm in here, and I felt it. Where damn, I've got 2 fingers in here. I can't even go far and shit. I'm like, damn. I didn't fucking know, bro. I don't know if I'm tripping.
The energy. I feel like it's the energy a person brings to the situation. For me, and I've had sex with both genders. So for me, bad pussy has been women who are not comfortable enough in their sensuality to
be open.
Yeah. So because
more like the attitude with it is or is it just the box? That makes more sense that it's like the whole package.
But it's also been some people that's like not aesthetically appealing. Like if you got some loose flap lips, you know what I mean?
That is fucking true.
Some of that shit not appealing. Some ladies don't like the landscape. Some men don't like the man shape.
Right. Yeah.
For me,
that's what I think. It depends on the person. I say good or bad. It depends on who you are and what stage of life you in and what you prefer. And you know what I'm saying? Because what I was looking for at 25, I'm not looking for at 54, right?
Yeah,
that's true.
Stuff like that. I care about different things and all that kind of stuff. So like, you know, what was good back then to me, especially in my pimping days, you know, like I didn't expect much. Just come, let's do our thing, and then you go on about your business, right? And plus, I spent like the first 10 years of my sexual life not even having an orgasm, had no clue what I was doing, right? And obviously the people that I was messing with didn't know what they were doing either. So, you know, it took a while for me to even understand my own body, you know, and learn my own body as to how to please myself. Therefore, I can show folks how to please me, right?
And that shit is so important, yo. That shit is so important because I think people don't emphasize that enough. Like people live under this stupid stigma.
Men do be. Hold on, I don't mean to cut you off, but men do. Women don't emphasize it enough. And for me, as a woman who has kind of always been tapped in, I'm just happy that everybody else waking up because I've been a hoe my whole life until y'all realize, oh, I'm supposed to enjoy sex too. Yes.
Thank you. And I always knew you're supposed to enjoy it. I just didn't have the access to understanding and all that stuff, right?
Yeah,
it took for me to go to a little fantasy party deal where they was, you know, showing all the different sex toys and stuff like that. And I got that silver bullet in my hand and I was like, oh, wait. So we put that, I want one of these right now, but here go my money, right? And that's how I learned my body. That's how I learned all the things that do the things, right? And I was like, I've been missing this shit. Niggas ain't shit.
But that, come on, bro. Let's fucking talk about some shit. Check it out. Here. This is why this is a good conversation, right? Because most of us are all of us are in relationships and shit. Like we're tied down. We're older. We're not fucking experimenting like that no more. Really. I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
Well, my man and I are poly, so we still do.
All right. Y'all still do. Y'all new shit every now and then. But here's the crazy shit. This is what I was talking about. Men, a lot of times, you know, like you said, Harley, like men, if we're expected to know what to fucking do. Okay. When you get to work, we have to do a lot more work to get access to the vagina. It's just fucking plain and simple.
That is so true.
Most women are going to make you do at least a date. Don't use no coupon. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you got to get a little twisted. It's a bunch of shit that comes with a man gaining access to the fucking panties. Like, so it's like, if you get them after the hard work and you don't work hard when you get them, then you getting dismissed or you getting talked about or you getting whatever. There's not, I mean, I can't think of any fucking story that any of my niggas, any stories that I personally have of any woman that was like, here, do this here, do this there in my younger years.
Right.
I didn't
not by any means in young years at all.
A little older, like maybe late 20s, where I had a girl I met off of fucking MySpace. And I went and picked her up. And when I picked her up, we was doing shit and things I ain't never fucking done before. And she was like, no, grab this part and then hold this part. And I was like, oh shit. No, push up with your legs and go get this here. And I'm like, damn. This one girl, she showed me, like, I was doing fingering and shit like that or whatever. And I'm going, how far can I get this motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? But then it wasn't until somebody told me, and they were like, wait a minute, don't go all the way back. Go in and then go up a little bit.
Go up. There you go.
And it's like it's like you hit a fucking magic button. I'm like,
it is a magic button.
3 years ago
on my G spot.
Yeah.
Bro. Why the fuck can't we be more open? And it's because people feel degraded, like people feel embarrassed because it's like you wish you had a woman that you can connect to half the time as good as some relationships you may get into in your lifetime. But if you would be more open, if people would be more honest instead of trying to like attack or make people feel bad or, you know what I'm saying? Like you would have so many more, like you said, Chanel, you might have had so many more sexual experiences that were holy shit. I could have enjoyed fucking most of the people I fucked for no reason instead of wasted time. Not coming like
it doesn't work for you. If you're open and you communicate with somebody, you can communicate with them and find out not only what you saying be what does work for you, but you can also find out what don't work for you. You can tell the person what
everybody is different.
I don't do that. And you can go, we don't belong together.
Right.
Yeah, some people like to get punched in their face and stepped on their balls. And people
like a lot of shit. People like a lot of different shit.
Yeah.
But, you got right. If you don't have those conversations and all that, you know, then you're not going. And I mean, I used to say it a lot on Black Show all the time, you know, that you have to be able to tell somebody what you like and what you don't like. I get so many comments from I ain't teaching him nothing. Okay, well, fuck it then. You know what? If you ain't willing to teach somebody how you work, how your body works, are you really interested in like everybody not made to say, like you said, Brian, some people deep, some people not, right? You know what I'm saying? So like knowing your body and understanding yourself and all that. And like Harley said, a lot of women have come up with this, have learned and been conditioned to think that we're not even supposed to enjoy sex, right? And so it's taboo. You don't talk about that in the house. You just don't do it and all that kind of stuff. Like we need self-discovery. If you get caught masturbating, oh my God. I was in my girl's room like, you masturbating yet? It's like, Mama, come on. I was like, I'm just checking.
My mom was like, you have to learn your body. We were exactly. Sex toy.
I stay out my room now. I don't even fucking go in there. I just let that live.
Oh man. It's some time before I get there, man. I remember I had a buddy. He was telling me about, you know, he was like, "Yo, man, how's everything?" I just heard you. You know, you had a son and everything, and I was like, "Yeah, man, yeah, he's doing good, man. You know, my dad and everything like that." And I was like, "Yeah, how little man doing?" He was like, "Man, he doing good, man. Yeah." I caught him beating his dick the other day. I said, "Oh boy, well, like around that age right there, yeah." Yeah, got some time for it though. But I think, man, with that situation, you know, we just talking about, I feel like you gotta talk to the person a little bit more. I feel like if you talk to the person more and be open about, you know, sexuality, what you like, what you want, and everything like that, I think then when you come around, you know, you might get a shorty like, you know, Brian, you know, was talking about, you know, who just, you know, is just open and like just like to do something. And then, you know, I think when they come unenjoyable, when it's like, no, you know, and they all acting all shy and everything like that, it's like, no, come on, look at
a lot of women are conditioned to be a good girl.
Yeah.
I call it the good girl syndrome. Good girls don't have good sex because they're afraid to explore. They've been conditioned that good girls don't do this and good girls don't do that. And all that kind of stuff. No, call me a good girl. That's what I'm just saying. I'll be your good girl.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Harley, we gotta get you a mic, yo. Because Harley, I be hearing your shit be going. As soon as somebody breathes too hard, your voice starts.
Knock out.
And then I have one over here. I just need to connect it. I'm like, 12 jobs. Y'all gotta help me out.
Listen, bro. I feel bad for people who. All right, here. Y'all want to talk about first? Y'all talk about dating still? Here, check this out. This is a conversation I had. I mean, maybe 100 episodes ago on the web show one time. Me and my cousin, we were talking, and we were talking about going on dates and like kind of like similar first dates, but we were talking about like this is a fucked up topic a little bit. We were talking about like what happens. Like, what would happen? I think he introduced it. He said, what would happen if you went on a date with a girl and, you know, you had a date, you had a good time. And then it was like, yo, listen, you want to go, you know, fool around? You want to mess around? What's up? You want to come to chill, whatever? And then she stopped you and said, yeah, I do like you. But before we go any further, I just want to let you know I'm actually a transsexual.
Oh.
I told y'all niggas like anything I'm lying. When he said it, it was one of those things like, you know how you instantly feel like you instantly know something, but you're not expecting it. So it's like,
gotcha.
When you hear guys a lot of times, like, you know, especially like way back, like, you know, like 90s and 2000, early 2000s, stuff like that. Things are a lot different now. So people are kind of more, they're more like cautious about how they react.
Right, absolutely.
Back in the day, you'd get a response like, "Man, I would have put I'd have killed that motherfucker."
Yeah,
right.
But I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I was honest when he asked me. I was like, first off, here's the thing: you should feel some kind of deception. Like, what? Like,
yeah, that's natural.
The whole fucking time out here, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna kill you, but I'm definitely gonna be like, yo, listen, thank you for telling me, but you should have told me before. I wouldn't have been wasting my time. This isn't. I
definitely believe that. Yeah,
because I'm not interested in that. It's nothing against you, and you should be comfortable to be able to say that, just like you should be comfortable to say, "Hey, before we go any further, I just want to let you know I am this, I am that."
Right, absolutely.
And give somebody the option to decide what they want, not make the decision that, hey, listen, I am this, but you shouldn't care because I'm just as real as her. Like, no. don't bullshit nobody, bro. Yeah. That's disrespectful. Yeah. But how do y'all feel about like that scenario? Do y'all think that that's something that nowadays people are more like, who cares? Like, parties on, you know what I'm saying?
I want to say nowadays people are more, you know, I think caution to what they, you know, say, because everybody got a phone out, everybody got recording something. You know, canceled or not canceled or whatever like that. But I think, you know, we just come to a time, I guess, you know, at least I know I have, you know, we come into a time where you just respect everybody, you know,
and
you know, regardless. Yeah, everybody deserve it, you know, regardless.
Like you said in that scenario, I feel like the trans person was wrong for not disclosing that way before that, before y'all.
Yeah, that's
that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and you know, I'm a bisexual woman. I don't prefer trans people. Like that, ain't nothing wrong with them. I'm not attracted to them. Right? That's not my jam. Right? And so I would like to know up front. You know, when I met my boo, I was up front. I am bisexual and I have some mental health disorders. You know, like yes, and I'm also a therapist. So like letting people know some core things about yourself up front. Let them make their own decision rather than getting to know you or getting all into things or whatever. And then you spring this on them and like, wait a minute, hold up. Right. Yeah. And stuff like that. Not saying they won't be a wonderful person. I know wonderful, beautiful trans people and stuff like that. But that don't mean I would want to date someone that was trans. That is my preference.
I think they make it. Yeah, you're trying to make the decision for them. I just feel like, yeah, you will have to disclose that, you know, if I went on
a fact that there are people who do dig that.
It's people who do dig that. But if I go on a first date and I'm like, you know, I'm digging, you know, but I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. I would prefer you to say something first before we get all the way here. I'd have bought you some food and, you know, like, and then you come out like, before we even go any little further, because I'm digging you digging me, I'm a trans, and I'm like, hold on, wait a minute, now I'm feeling some type of way. Then I'm like, what the hell?
Confused at that point. Like,
exactly. I'm feeling really confused.
I'm confused. I'm just like,
that's
wait
just
a minute, motherfucker.
No confusion. That's just unfair. That's literally. Yeah. I feel the same way with polyamory. Like, as soon as I meet a person, I need to let you know that I will never be monogamous. And that stops the first date, and I'm okay with that.
And you're okay with that because you want somebody that's into the same stuff.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna be the person that's trying to convince you. I don't want to hear no babies. I don't want to hear no. Oh, I like you, so I might try it. No, it's not a hell yes. It's a no.
Yeah.
And look, and to both of those, in both of those situations, I think you get a lot of the people, and I fully believe this. You get a lot of the people who are like, let me tell them later because I want to try to see if they can like me enough to not care.
That's a dangerous game right there.
Very dangerous.
That's a dangerous game.
Even for you, Harley, like when you go to guys, it's kind of like the guys who see the lesbian woman and they're like, Oh, she died, man. Listen, I'll change her.
Right, that kind of stuff.
It's because she hasn't done with me. Yeah,
get your ego out the way and move along, sir.
Yeah.
More of a challenge.
I done been there. You know, when I was dancing, that's the number one customer. I could take you out of here. How much do you make a year? I can guarantee you that you can't take me out of here.
Out of here.
I can promise you that you can't take me out of here. Because if you could take me out of here, you wouldn't even be in here.
Thank you. Period.
That's right. That's true.
You know,
that's my response to every man that used when I was in the clubs and every man used to come to me. This you ain't gotta be, sir. When I get my teaching degree, I won't be. But in the meantime, and in between time, please get out my
way. I mean, the first girl that I did, her whole thing was, oh, I could change because I wasn't identified as bisexual at that time, right? And so her whole thing was, you know, I think, you know, I could change that or whatever. First of all, if I like girls, it's already in me. So you ain't changing a damn thing and all that. Like, that's why I'm here. And so, you know, and then we started dating and she would get mad because I wouldn't say I was a lesbian. Well, I'm not a lesbian, I'm bisexual. Like,
but Charnel, yo, on some real shit though, I don't know how the fuck am I gonna word this, yo?
Just throw it out there.
Isn't that the thing though? Because I've heard girls say that shit too. Like the what do you call them? You know, studs or whatever. You get a lot of them who get this feeling of hey, listen, you got a girl, but if I wanted her, I could have her. You like they severely know, like, oh, all girls are gonna be interested in a girl on girl situation.
All girls are not.
I know.
But here's the thing. Check it out though. Check it out though.
I
hear y'all saying no. I hear y'all saying no, but listen, for real.
Listen,
I don't even think it's a more so that, you know, it's a girl on girl thing. It's a more so that I can be more of a man, manly as a girl, you know, than you are as a man. You know,
no, bro. I feel like
good toxic masculinity is the worst kind of toxic masculinity.
It doesn't exist.
It's
not real.
Most women who are like that, who are bisexual or gay, they are talking to other femmes.
Right.
That's why they still act the way they act, because they really are getting played.
Do y'all think that there is is it just like, hey, I like girls because I've just always liked girls and that's just what it is? Or is it, hey, I like girls. I like, you know, I like boys or whatever, and I've grown up, but there has been some things that have maybe influenced me to try something different.
I like little girls in kindergarten. I like little girls when little boys started liking little girls, and
I like. That's what I say. But you know the difference. I like
little boys when I started liking little girls too. I just like people.
Yeah, my daughter was caught kissing a girl behind a tree at 7, so I knew then, right? You know, so but I do also know people who, because of their own trauma or experimenting, or you know, because I know this girl and she's a stud. She likes femme girls, right? And so she's had trouble finding a mate because so many girls want to experiment, right? But they're not really into girls like that, right?
Yeah.
And stuff. It's more socially acceptable for girls to play around in that arena than it ever is for a man to play around in that arena.
Yeah.
Come back from that, right? You can be like, I used to mess with girls sometimes. I figured out that wasn't my thing. And cool, right? But boys can't do that. They once you go there, you gay, dog.
Yeah.
You know? So there's lots of influences around that. I do believe that if you have an attraction to women, you know, you've always had it, because I also know women who could never never.
I mean, I know women who have been like, man, I've had a couple bad relationships. I'm just turning the other way. I mean, literally.
Yeah, I
can say that, but I mean,
that's a trauma response unless they have not explored that part of themselves, right? Because that's kind of what happened to me. I knew I was attracted to girls, but of course I grew up in a time where we didn't say that. Not never. I think my mama was closeted bisexual, right? And so I think, but I did reach a point in a relationship where I was just like, you know, so I went exploring, but it was in me all along, you know what I mean? And all that. And then when I was bold with mine, I didn't hide. Once I made my discovery and was bold about it. I didn't hide it or anything like that. Everybody was accepting. It was cool, and all that kind of stuff. She didn't work out because again, she thought I should be hollering, waving a lesbian flag, and she thought I was fucking with my best friend. And I was like, girl, if I wanted her, we'd have been together before I even met you because we went to high school together. I've been knowing her. You know what I'm saying? So so be careful with crazy pants people out there, y'all.
Brian,
and that was a bad experience with me too, because this girl got mad and tried to choke me out. Good thing I have the psychology enough to not blanket everybody, be like, I ain't fucking with lesbians no more. No, that was a crazy one, right? And that's okay. She needed to get some help and all that. It didn't deter me, but what it did though is help me to discover a part of myself that I had not explored before, and I appreciated that part, right? And all that. And it turns out I prefer men over women, right? Especially in relationship, right? Yeah. So figuring out, I feel like it's all on the spectrum, right? And so we got people on one end that's completely straight. We got people on the other end that's completely gay, and the rest of us fall in between.
Yeah,
right?
I'm gonna say there are some women like myself and yourself too, Chanel, who are hetero-romantic. So we will mostly have relationships with men, but we are bisexual. I'm actually pansexual because I do enjoy having sex with trans people.
Okay,
but there are women who are bisexual, but that is just a form of their sexual behavior.
Sexuality, yeah. That's what I say. Like I will have sex with a woman, but be in a relationship with a man.
Will always be with a man.
Right. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, and it took me a minute to figure that out. You know,
I got to go to Mississippi, and I can't. I tried to. I walked in the house with my girlfriend one time. My mama asked me to walk back at her house.
Sometimes I do. I think spectrum is probably like the biggest. Is the best way to describe it, because I feel like I think there's. It's always hard to have this conversation because you're not trying to be, whatever, You're not trying to be mean. You're not trying to be rude. You're not trying to be any. You're just trying to look at the world and experience the way you experience it a little bit. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's just like there's got to be a conversation on the influence. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right? Because there are influences.
There's definitely people out here who are, there's definitely motherfuckers that's extremely naive. Extremely tricked, extremely easy to manipulate. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people who are low self-esteem. There's a lot of characteristics that you can classify for people who can just be easily talked into something, trying something. Like you said, Shauna, like with men, it's like it's looked at different. It really isn't different, but it is looked at different.
It's looked at different, right?
It's looked at different. So if a man who is maybe low self-esteem, maybe easily manipulated. Hey, listen, come buy this ketchup popsicle with the white gloves that you have on. And that motherfucker's like, ketchup popsicle? Okay. It's easy. It doesn't even take much. So then it's like you get this situation where you're like, hey, listen, man, you just chill with me, bro. Man, listen, it feel good, don't it? And then bam, he in some shit. And he don't even like it.
Right.
But he did it.
But he still did it.
You fucked.
Yeah.
Now you did it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the motive. That's why it's like I always think when it comes to influence, when it comes to a certain situation with the girl saying, hey, listen, I can take any girl or any guy that you got or whatever, blah, 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 this and that. And I'm looking like, bitch, please. Like, if first of all, if you do, go ahead, because I don't want
because if you can do that, then
ain't for me.
It might be for you.
Point there, right?
But that's why I'm always saying, like, it's just, I think a lot of times it's like people see stuff like that, and I don't know, maybe they want to imitate it. People see stuff like that, and they want to just kind of follow. It looks cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember, like I'm saying, a lot of these customer service jobs that I've had, whether it be the Targets, the Walmarts, the Home Depots, in every single one, I saw these weird fucking relationships with people just doing shit just to fucking do it. It wasn't. Married people. One of the bosses that was bragging about him and his wife's getting doctorates together. He was fucking the fucking manager in the back room for nothing. Like, well, what are you gaining?
Just because.
Just because. And I feel like so many people do just because shit because they easily enticed, bro. And that's why I always bring it up, like when we have these conversations, because it's just like if I was in a situation, I'm somebody who I stand strong on who the fuck I am. Like you're not affecting me too much with too much shit. Right. But it's like I know a lot of people aren't like that, so I don't always put myself in that position. I don't always put myself in like, oh yeah, well I don't do this, so most people don't do it. Nah, fuck that. I get it. People gonna fall subject to shit that's happening around them sometimes. So it's how I feel about it, man.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, on that spectrum right there, I feel like it's more acceptable for, you know, like if you see two women, you know, making out, you know, and it's like, oh man, look at them, they making out, you know. I mean, you know, from a guy perspective, I'm like, oh, well, you know, I mean, to each his own, you know. You could probably be like, oh, they kissing, get a room, but I want to say for the majority, you know, if you see two women kissing, I think it's more acceptable to be like, oh yeah, go ahead, get it on, yeah. Versus to, you know, you seeing two men kissing and it's like, dude, what the fuck? What is going on here? You know, like, and you know, we have come into a time where, you know, of course we got to be, you know, respectful and, hey, you know, if that's what you do, if that's what you do. But, you know, I mean, I always, you know, enjoy seeing two women, you know, get down and, you know, and dirty, you know, and stuff like that. I remember standing at the bus stop one time, and I don't know, I think I was like 17 or whatever, and I'm just at the bus stop, and I turn around, and I'm just like, okay, you know, I'm not going to be a creep here and just stare at them, but I'm like, okay. He said, I will. I'm not going to be a creep and stare at them, but I'm like, well, damn, you know, I don't know what is that, you know, what is that? Because obviously, you know, you got the, you know, the new, you know, like you said, you know, you're trying to be respectful to everybody, to each his own, but I don't, you know, know, you know, why is that, you know, but I don't know, but yeah, two women, I'm fine with it. You know, like you can put on a show.
I'm fine with anybody who's doing their thing.
You know,
my brothers was fucking. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't even know half the shit that I've experienced and conversations that I fucking heard with my brothers and shit they used to talk about. To get fully full-fledged gay dudes. There's been a whole bunch of shit going on, but not with me. But just I've been around. I'm not
exactly.
But it's just like I just don't. I just think that, like we were talking about the transsexual situation, I think a lot of people kind of have this influence. Like they feel like, hey, if I'm talking to you for long enough, trust me, you go on fall in line. Like, is it? Do people really believe it's that easy? Like,
that's inflated ego.
Exactly.
That's inflated ego.
Is the best word for it.
You know, because hell, I believe I'm a beautiful, fine ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think I can walk in a room and take anybody. Right? I know I'm attractive. Right. Yeah. And I think people mistake, man, I forgot that dude's name. He's a little chocolate brother with glasses, talk real fast. But and very enthusiastic. I saw one of his posts and he was just talking about how what people mistake for I can pull this one or I got options and all that kind of stuff. It's simple attraction. Mm-hmm. Right. And attraction don't equal the end game. Attraction don't equal I can get this one or I'm guaranteed to pull that one or this one might like me. It's just that attraction. Right. Attraction don't equal connection. It's just attraction.
It's just the spark. It ain't the flame at all. And a lot of y'all, it's not a flame at all. Y'all
got to work for the flame.
Yeah, y'all just a little lighter spark. Y'all a lighter flame. And y'all be thinking y'all hot shit, and it's not. But honestly, people like that truly don't think that about themselves. They just think that they think that about themselves. So that's why they walk in the room with, I'm good. Like the dude that walk in and go, I'm the toughest nigga. You can punch him in his chest and he gonna cry
right now. Yeah. The smallest woman can punch him in the chest and he gonna kick. Because anytime you got to step in and say I am this thing and not just be it, because if you just be it, if you are that, people gonna see it. People gonna see it.
Like men who go around all day. I'm the man in the house. No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Listen, hey, Harley, let me stop you there. I gotta remind motherfuckers something.
You don't say it every 5 minutes. You say it
not every 5 minutes, but there are some times where
you also say it within context.
You say it when a motherfucker need to hear it, but you don't.
That's right. That's right.
Right.
I don't say it when I'm running or some shit. Nah. When it's time for y'all motherfuckers sit down, you hear me talking this motherfucker. And to give it credit, I love my wife who. To be real with you, to be completely fucking real, my wife is one of the biggest reasons why I'm super comfortable with being able to say, to remind everybody, I am the man of this motherfucker. And she'll tell you before I tell you. Let me do what I'm doing. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, like, I love that shit, man. And not in some egotistical way. It's a natural way that we choose to establish, like, hey, listen, there's an order. And we're trying to follow. She knows she's the one who runs me. I've said this 1,000 times, but it's just like when you're not always powering control.
That's right.
You can't do shit, bro.
That's right.
I'm here. Shut the fuck up. Like, we know where the hierarchy goes, and we know I couldn't even be here if it wasn't for your ass. So you just come up here and keep holding me.
I run you run the house. You deal with.
I'm telling you,
I don't want to deal with nothing.
I don't want to deal with that. I don't even want to.
That's how it is. I run the house. You run me. Thank you. That's the fucking easiest understanding to have in a household, bro.
Yes,
I'll never dismiss. But guys, I gotta dip out. Kyle's over here in the waiting room over here. We go on to the ENT show tonight. But this is a good ass conversation, yo.
Bad.
Okay, man.
Really but I'll be back next week, guys.
Okay, cool.
Peace out, guys.
Yeah, you definitely, if you going around maybe 5 minutes talking about, I'm the man in the house. Yeah, man, put the food away. I'm the man in the house. Yeah, you saying it every 5 minutes, man. Look at, I'll cut my AC on, man. I'm the man around the house, man. Look at. Yeah, keep leaving the lights on. Every time. Look at it, like, you gonna have to work on something. You definitely have to work on something.
Nobody listening to y'all. Listen to me. I'm the man. Listen to me.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, because I see parents do it all the time too. Anytime there's a conflict, because I'm the mama. We know that. So you don't have to keep saying you the mama or you grown or I pay the bill. We are aware of who pay the bills. Again, that's a power struggle. Control issue and all that. I don't have to say all that. It's understood. Now, what's the real issue? What's the real problem we need to get down to? Because it's not about power control.
You could still be wrong and be the mama
all day. Because I surely have.
Man, I think that's the last topic we're gonna head on too, because it's a lot of moms who, just because they think they the mom, they ain't never wrong, right. And I think that is in a way diabolical, because it's like, so what makes you right, or what, just because you're the mom, you got it all figured out, basically. You found the mystery book of parenting, and in that joint it said, you know what, you was right all along and you always right. Hell no, it wasn't like that. I think it's shit, I don't even know, but I think it's like it's some type of attachment.
It's an ego thing too. It's a trauma thing.
It's a trauma thing from having a baby that I don't know nothing about, but I've seen very up close. Because of course, y'all know I've never had children, but I have been a teacher and I've been somebody's daughter, and I realized that the trauma that it takes to create a life, it creates a level of audacity in women that deserve that every mother needs to get free therapy after having a baby. And I'm not.
They should.
I'm not being funny, because there's a lot of women who are living in really horrible situations and believe that they are the better parent than the father, who is living in a 2-parent household in a great situation just because they're mama. Only on the strength.
Just because I'm the mama. Right. Because you can give honor and homage to what it takes to grow a baby. This heavy shit, fuck your body all up, right? You've been through some shit, right? And all that. And there is real honor in that. But no less honor should come from a father, right? Who's being a daddy, who's supporting you, like all that stuff. As a matter of fact, the men gonna kind of talk about that on the show too, and all that, and how often, men don't get the same as women do when they have a baby. You walk in the door and then you're like, oh, hey Joe, Sue, come here, girl, let me see that baby, right? And stuff. But like he went through this with her, and it's his baby too. And all that stuff. So there's no emotional or, care for the male and all that kind of stuff. It's just, because she the mama and that's it, right?
Yeah.
I thought it's hard to be period. Like, I just feel like it's hard to be a man, period. Y'all can't do shit. Y'all can't go out. a certain way because you might be too gay. You can't be too hard because they still might think you gay. You can't do anything as a man, and I feel like it's so unfair when men deal with our emotions all day. 1 minute I can be smiling, and the next minute I could be crying. My fiance got to deal with that, and a lot of times we don't clap for men. We don't clap for fathers.
Thank you.
We don't tell a father. My emotions go from 0 to 60 and back to 0, and he got to be able to regulate and deal with that.
Thank you.
And that's not fair.
It's not. Not at all.
I don't think it's fair at all, though. And I just think a lot of that, also stem from too, where trauma, where it's like whether whether they were in relationships or and it didn't end well, or the guy may cheated or whatever the case may be. So you keep that trauma and you pass it along, or whether it was a guy who was into your mom, whether it was your dad or whatever, and it's just like, oh well, my dad or this guy was my mom, they cheated on her. So now you basically sort of got this pre-notion that, look here, all men are some trash.
Yes.
And just because they are dads, they could be trash too, because and because, well, my dad treated my mom like this, or because the last 2-3 men that I've dated, they did anything like this. Sometimes it's real rough to go look in the mirror, man, at yourself. Sometimes you look in the mirror and you don't like what you see. Sometimes you just like, you know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna keep the lights off, or you just gonna come in and just use the bathroom, skip past the mirror, because you just don't like what you see. Whatever it could be,
I'm gonna have to use that one.
I mean, for real, like, it really is though. But I mean, that's just how I think it. I talked about it on the the other show, a lot too, because I know when I was gone for a break for a while, not doing a podcast, I was running into a lot of people talking about being a dad and everything like that, and experiencing fatherhood and everything. And I'm just like, yo, man, like, we celebrate moms like moms are like, I mean, like they're like Santa Claus in a way. Like, I mean, to like little kids, you get little kids, they can't wait till Santa Claus. My little man, he break a toy, he be like, Daddy, Santa Claus about to bring me another one. I be like, dog, look here, it is March, boy. Like, so my birthday coming up, I be like, yeah, it is, but like, like, yeah. So it's like, man, moms are like top notch, like whether it's mom, grandmommy, auntie, whatever the case may be, like, they're like up there. And I feel like a lot of guys, man, don't get their flowers, until, they gone, until they no more, here. And it's like, wow, that's what daddy was trying to say. Wow, that's what he was trying to do. Or what? Oh, now I understand it and everything like that. And I think it's, like Hardy said, I think it's unfair, but hey, I don't make the rules, and it's cool with it. Mother's Day is like number 2, to Christmas. We all celebrate Mother's Day. When the Father's Day come around, you ain't got nothing on the corners, nothing, no flowers to get none of the guys or anything like that. I'm like, hey, I understand now, but I think it should be a balance. I don't think no one deserves the more than the other, just because you birthed the kid, like, exactly. I mean, respect.
It's a matter of difference. It shouldn't be more than, right? It should look different, right? It should be different, but it should still carry the same weight, man. You probably make a good point, like, in order, just like Brian was talking about with his wife, like, okay, well, you manage me, I'll manage the house kind of thing, right? And the same thing on the other end, that like, I can honor you because you help keep me in order. You help me co-regulate. Like, if you're a person that, and we're not talking about no good ass niggas, okay? We talk about real men who stand up and do the things that they're supposed to do, even despite the bullshit, despite the trauma. We all got shit, right? Yeah. But the upstanding person that's going to stand with you and be with you for your pregnancy and make sure that he's there with that baby, whether y'all together or fucking not. Like, there's an honoring in that, right? And men just don't get what they should be getting for that. You know, and I know everybody like, I don't need accolades. You need acknowledgement, right? You need validation like everybody else does. There's no reason that I should get all the praise because I pushed the baby out, and you don't get none for helping me along the way when I had to waddle to the damn bathroom.
And I think I feel like if more fathers got praise, more fathers would stay. I feel like it's hard. It's hard to want to stay in the household with a family when you don't really get shit for doing it.
Thank you. No, nothing.
You don't get shit for doing it, but being told that's what you were supposed to do.
That's what you're supposed to do.
But it's like, okay, I didn't make that baby by myself. Just like they say, a mother, when soon as a mother fall down bad, she didn't make that baby by herself. But if a father fall bad, he got to stand up. He got to get it together. He a dad.
Yeah.
That is so true, man. That is so true. You know, like we don't, you know, it's like, that's what you're supposed to do. Oh yeah. You know, you were supposed to go warm up the car. You were supposed to go put the stuff away at night. You were supposed to get the kids, you know, that's what you're supposed to do.
You don't get acknowledged. You can still get a thank you. You still get a like, I love you, babe, for doing that. Right. And all that, because even though you supposed to be, you could have not done it. You could have not done it.
Yeah, I mean that's thank you. I mean, I think that's at the very, very least, though. You know, like you know, just a thank you. You know, but I mean, just to dial it back to I'm also learning sort of like what Brian was just saying, like me, I'm in charge of the house, but more so she in charge of me, because there be some times where it's like I'll be is something wrong with me or whatever, and she could be like, I know what's wrong with you. I'm like, yeah, you already know. You're in control. You already know. But I think we just I
feel like we overthink showing up for y'all, and we don't understand how simple it is for a man.
Simple it is.
Whatever it is that man enjoy, whether it be a sport or a game, he want that thing on the TV, and he want his dick sucked. That's it.
That's it. It's the simple.
Red, purple, yellow, black, brown. I don't care what color that man is. Whatever it is that he like on his TV screen, put it on his TV screen. And right at the last 30 minutes of that show, pull your hair up in a ponytail and suck that dick like your life depended on it. And go to sleep. Everybody go to sleep.
Everybody go to sleep. Make sure it's belly full too. But make sure it's belly full.
Make sure it's belly full. Hey. I'm blessed and my man cooks, so I don't do no cooking. My belly the one that get full.
Say that,
Hey, nah, that is so true. Because I be telling her, look here, like if you can have anything you want, and I'm pretty sure it'll be the other way around. But just living your femininity. Like don't try to match my masculinity with masculinity. Don't try to chastise me, because of how you are. Just be who you are, just as a woman, and like Harley said, I mean, every man want that, I can be watching whatever show is on right now, and of course, come on, we grown. We already know what's up. We ain't got to play guessing games and Simon Says and shit like that. You know.
Yep. Absolutely.
It's really that simple. And I think we aren't complex, so we want y'all to be complex. But
if I don't explain to every woman in therapy that shit,
there's only room for one complex person in your relationship. It's okay that you are it, sis. Like I tell people all the time, I'm the drama. I am the drama in my relationship. But because I am the drama in my relationship, I don't play no games. The only time I say no is when both my children are in this house, because I don't play no games. These are not my kids. Now, these were my kids. They would have to put on headphones, and I would still be fucking with them.
I feel mine all the time. Yeah, I'm like,
these are not my kids. So I do not have sex when my stepsons are in the house or when they awake. But we'll wake up at 2 a.m. Everybody sleep. Come in.
Everybody sleep. Good to go. Good to go. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All people in my house grown, so I'm like, if you hear it, that's on your bed. That's your business.
Oh yeah, they grown. That's different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you definitely gotta make sure they sleep, because they'll be the number one cop blockers. I tell you, coming in at the most random time. Random time. So, Daddy, are you going to make some pizza? Like what? Look at look.
This is how you want pizza right now.
Come on, look here. I'm making pizza, all right.
Well, I'm rolling something. It ain't no goddamn
right.
For real though, for real. Oh man. Mm-mm. All right, you guys, man. What a show! What a show! What a show!
Y'all end here on the show. In the show, y'all notice that? No, we
say it again.
The shows end without sex. I'm just saying. Every time.
Hey,
Last
look
week,
here.
me and Fred was talking about old people sex and how you don't do it as often because you're tired.
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly, exactly.
But you don't do it for as long. We were just talking about that because we've been together for 7 years, so we've watched ourselves go from like fucking for hours in our early 20s to like now we're about to be 40. I lift that leg up on my side. Only time we get adventurous is when we out here in these streets. But if we ain't out here in the streets, baby, in this bed, let me tell you something.
Yeah, we did end the episode last week saying that though, and this week, I mean, look here, you got to get it in, man. You just got to get it in. It don't matter.
When people ask, like, what's the secret of being in a long relationship? You need to be fucking.
You do.
You have to, because life is horrible. There's no way to sugarcoat that. Life is shitty. Everything costs money. The kids are crazy. The world is crazy. People just doing everything. If you don't have a good physical release at least once a week, that's going to ruin your relationship. Y'all gotta fuck. And I don't mean love. I don't mean have sex. Y'all got
get it in. Like get it in it. Yeah, it is a stress reliever. It is.
Nah, like I mean, look at that's what I be saying. Cause I just be like, look here, man, you got so much shit you gotta worry about. Whether it be medical stuff or you gotta worry about this. Oh, you might not have money about that. Look here. Can we just fuck? Can we just get it on like right now? Like I don't think nothing is wrong with that. Like I mean, just because I said it, I think just because what? Because I said it, like something is wrong with me? No, like I mean what? Because you ain't say nothing about it. Like I mean, like I'm bringing it up. Like let's just get it on. Like let's just lay across the table, spread your legs, and let's just get it on. Like
I'm telling you, my content creator I saw on TikTok.
Just come in and grab it. Just grab it by your neck and
just girl. Oh, I saw a content creator on TikTok and she was like talking about all the things going on in the world and I'm doing this and this going on. People buying people and because somebody just eat my pussy.
Just for a little while.
Just because all this shit going on, just come do this right quick. Because shit.
Yeah. That's deserving. That's deserving. I feel like after
not
a long
just for
day.
making babies.
Yeah, exactly. I think some women sometimes, get, scared straight, basically, like once because, I hear that a lot, once you had the first one, it's easy to have the second one. And, it's like, well, damn, I ain't really, I guess it just landed, it just happened. I don't really want to right now. Right. Oh, shit, like, oh, we can't be doing that. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? Like, come on, man.
You do have to be careful.
I mean, yeah, you do. Yes.
The woman's body is crazy, bro.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
So, yeah.
You want more kids, Trey?
No. I mean, at least I want to say nah. I think I'm good. I mean, I always say I wanted 2. But little man good. Little man good right now, I don't know if I can do 2 at this moment though, Yeah, like and now he what about to be
about that because thinking of kids is challenging. You
yes, it
is.
Be
real about that with yourself. I want 8 kids. Is you crazy?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
I have a client about it. This.
Yeah,
the children should not outnumber the parents.
That's
yeah.
I said I wanted a little girl though. I mean, but hey, if it, I always wanted a little boy. Got a little boy. Now that I be taking little man, when going to school and I be seeing all the other little girls, I be like, man, if I had a little girl, I think I don't know. I'd just be too sweet. I'd be like, yeah, that's my little girl right there. She can't do nothing wrong. But
yeah, that's how daddy though.
yeah, but
that's why I'm not gonna have no kids. When I showed up, my fiance already had 2 boys, and I would be hurt if I have a little girl who I gotta compete with my husband for. No, sir.
Oh my, because you will.
It ain't even gonna be no competition. His daughter, I'm gonna lose every time.
You're gonna lose every time.
I got boys, so I'm Queen Sheba in this bitch.
Exactly. See, I wanted boys so bad, and the universe gave me all girls, even the ones I adopted ended up being all girls. I'm like, how you pick your babies and you still got a bunch of girls? But that was just how the universe works for me. Baby, I probably would have sucked raising a little boy because I would have been like, oh, look at my little boy, I would have been one of their mamas. I ain't need no boys.
It's boys in this house down to the turtles, but I'm a tough mom. If you act cool, you doing push-ups. Because I can't whoop you. I didn't birth you. Right. But baby, I'm gonna make you do push-ups.
Drop it, give me 20 though.
You run up and down my stairs until you throw up. Then you gotta clean up, throw up. Because don't play with me.
It's basic training in this bitch. If you fucking up, I know that's right.
Clean my baseboards, wipe my walls, because I do that anyway. Now you could just save some work for me, so I can sit here and crochet while you. Last weekend, my stepson was on punishment. He cleaned my walls and my baseboards. I was sitting here crocheting.
Bad. Yeah, there you go. Son. Go do it.
Gotta put them to work, especially little boys though. Definitely, the girls too. But yeah, definitely gotta put them to work. Yeah, we saw the end of the show last week on. Just like that, just keep loving on each other, and every chance you get, I guess. I mean, hey, look here, to each his own, but long as you handle the stuff you got to be handling, and then when you free, you go get it in, and then you handle your business, and maybe when you get free again, I guess you go get it on again. But hey,
every moment you get, just get it on.
Yeah. Definitely.
Time to complain. Use your free time to have sex. That's how we're going to show today.
Oh, I like that. My girl always got it going on.
Exactly. I wish a lot of people thought like that. We're trying
to help them think like that.
We're trying to get it out there to the people.
Exactly.
I be telling y'all, my crazy thoughts not just for my wild ass. They for you.
It's for everybody.
They for you too.
For real. All right, you guys, man. What a show here on Beyond 1130, man. Definitely shout out to my guy Brian B. Definitely go check him out, as well as your favorite no bullshit therapist Chanel, as well as what my girl Harley got going on as well. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to all the content. You guys have any final thoughts before you roll the roll?
And holler at us on Sunday. The guys doing their own show and all that. They're gonna be talking about a lot of good stuff. Some of the stuff we talked about tonight and all that kind of stuff. We invited the men of the 1130 to be on there as well and all that. So tune in, because the guys always have a really good show. I'll be jealous when I'm not there. It'd be fine, but it'd be good. It'd be good stuff though. So on a Sunday 7:00. Control.
Okay.
I don't have anything crazy coming up. Just on a personal level, I booked my first event as a vendor.
Yeah.
So I'm be sitting somewhere with a little table with all my stuff on it. I'm excited. I'm making these little free hearts that I'm going to give out to people as free hugs. I love that. And so take a heart, but if you take a heart, you got to give me a hug.
I love that. I love that so much.
I just want to give more hugs. I'm also excited. Those of you who follow my content know that in this upcoming June, I will be at Chicago's Pride giving out mom and auntie hugs to the young queers of Chicago.
I love that. That.
Awesome.
Get your free hug, y'all. Get your free hug.
Yeah, definitely. If I was in Chicago, I'd be like, oh, they go Harley giving out free hugs and stuff. That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, you guys,
hugging strangers. Harley.
That's what I'm talking about. That's how we're gonna heal the world, baby. That's how we're gonna heal the world.
Yeah, definitely. Man, I appreciate it. We need more women like you guys. We need more women like you guys, like for real, like Harley and Chanel. Definitely shout out to them. But you guys, man, until next time, we're gonna end the show here. We be back next Thursday. For myself, Dre, aka Dre on Wheels, Harley, Chanel, and my guy Brian B. Until next time, you guys, man. Peace.
Have a good night, guys.